I'm going to try and do a video here about creating a customized quick search template. So what is that? Let's take a look here. This is my dashboard, and these are my saved or favorite items that I like to do within Flex. Of course, these are all of the things we can do within Flex, and you can see quick search is right there, which I put a star next to it, therefore it's up in the top bar. So when I click quick search, mine is set to residential. Now it just remembers the last one that you were on, okay? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, this is residential 1, and these are the fields that Flex set up for our MLS under residential. If you look, there are other search templates that are already created. So if you're a commercial person, you might be using this template, which is number 4, commercial sale. And you see they set a different set of search parameters for this particular template. But remember, these templates are generic, and you may want more items or less things on this template. And like for instance, if I was a commercial agent, I would probably want zoning here. What is the zone? I could add that field. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to customize that. Everybody works differently. Everybody likes to search different ways and needs criteria here along this side in a different layout. For instance, I like to have new construction as a searchable field. Sometimes people want to look only at new builds. Sometimes people say I don't want new construction, so I need to be able to select that as a no or a yes. That is not over here right now. Another one is community or subdivision names. I like to search that a lot. If somebody's calling and wants to look in Wright's Mill, I want to be able to just quickly look at the inventory in Wright's Mill. So I want to search by subdivision. Well, it's really easy. You just click add a field. If it's not here and you want it, just add the field. So right now I'm going to click add a field. This box pops up over my map, and as you can see, it's got every searchable field in Flex, which is really too many. Okay, way too much stuff. We're probably not going to do any searches for accessible hallways or accessible entrance. But anyway, if you click up here, and I said I wanted new construction, I'm just going to type the word new and see what comes up. Well, under general properties, new construction, yes, no. So I'm going to click that, and it just places it right over here on the left-hand column. Okay. I said that I wanted subdivision name. Well, I'll tell you, you need to know how Flex labels or what language they use for different categories. So I first started and I typed in neighborhood, and neighborhood came up, and I thought I found what I needed. But if you look, it's actually under view. So this is searching by different types of views. I don't think we would ever use that. But I typed in subdivision, and look at that, subdivision name. So I click it, and now I've got subdivision name over here. So as you can see, I'm building this in a fashion that works best for the way I like to do business. Just the way my mind works when I'm doing searches and things like that. Another one that was brought up to me is, what if somebody calls in and says, I'm looking for a listing. Somebody saw a sign, maybe it's Katie Hell sign, and it's just somewhere over in Midtown off of Russell. Well, we have no idea what that is. So I would like to search by agent, and we had that on our quick search in Paragon previously. It's not over here, but it can be. So again, you got to know what Flex calls us, agents. I typed in agent, thinking that's what'll get me there, and as you can see, it didn't. It's only showing instructions: call listing agent, email listing agent. That's not what I'm looking for. They refer to us in the system as members. When I type member, that's what I'm looking for. I've got the listing and selling member, that's us. agents. And then I've also got the listing selling company or office. So I want to put the listing selling member in. So I click on it, and now I've got the ability over here to search by a name like Katie Hale or any agent that I want. And I can even uncheck if I don't want to see what she's sold. I want to see just what she's listed. But it defaults to they're both checked. So it'll pull anything with Katie Hale's name on it. While I'm here, I think it's wise to also drag in the company field too, because there might be times where we need to search a company's listings. For instance, same scenario, somebody calls in, says, hey, I saw a new sign, it's downtown, I'm not sure what road it's on, but it had a Greer real estate sign. Well, I don't know which agent it is, I don't know anything other than it's a listing and Greer has it. So I'm going to click, well, first of all, company and office. This is everything in the brokerage or the company's listing. This is broken down by office. If the brokerage has more than one office, like Hickman, we've got Humboldt, Milan, and Jackson, it will sort by the office. So I don't think I would use that. I'm going to use company. I'm going to click on it. Now I could type in an actual brokerage name here, and I could see all of the listings. I could even uncheck selling and just see the listings under Greer. So now, as you can see, I have modified my search over here, my criteria. I could do that every single time I wanted to make a search, or what I would prefer to do is save it so that it's always there. The easy way to do that is simply, when the criteria is there that you like, go over here to this save icon or button and click it. I do not want to save search, because what that would do is save the actual search that I'm doing. And if you notice, the only thing I've got checkmarked that I'm searching is all active residential listings. And there's 807. So I don't want to save that search. But I do want to save a quick search template. This is a template. So I'm going to click on that. These are the ones that are there. I'm going to create a new template, and I'm going to call it Allen New Resi Search, if I can spell. Save. Done. At this point, I now have this search criteria saved, and I can quickly get to it at any time. All I've got to do is do the drop down right here, just like I did a minute ago when I went to commercial, right? It changes the criteria. If I roll down, Allen New Resi Search. Now this is another one that I've already created, but for this video, I just created this. So when I click it, there are my selling company, listing member, subdivision name, new construction, all right there. So now I have this exactly the way I want it. It's still searching and giving me the same number of results, but now I could click this. I could go in here and I could type in Palmer Woods. I could click it and watch. Now I've got 3 results. All the green dots went away, and we've only got a handful. So if I click on that, now that quick, I can see what's active in Palmer Woods. All right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to uncheck that. It's going to repopulate, and now it's going to put everything active in there. So I've got the ability to accomplish what I want in a daily manner. Somebody calls in, I can pull up, and I can type in. My example earlier was Katie Hale. I can type in Katie Hale, find. There she is. By the way, I can even type in just Katie and find, and it'll pull all the Katies in our membership. I can select the one I'm referring to. All the dots went away, and we have 4. So when I click on that, these are Katie's current 4 listings that are active in the system. So now I've got a quick way to view information without having to add these fields every single time I want to change it. I just need to leave my search on this, and I'm good to go. Now what's great is I didn't change the residential. I created a new one. So the one that we got generically from Flex, it's still there. But I can go to this one, And what's great is the system remembers what you were on last. So if I get busy and I'm doing other things, clicking things, going back to my dashboard, and then somebody calls in and has that exact same question, I can click quick search and notice what pulled up. My new Resi search with my listing number and new construction, everything that I had added. You can do that with commercial. Like I said earlier, you could go to the commercial tab, you could go in and you could add 1 or 2 or 25 fields if that's what you want. And then just go over here when you're done and click the save and click Save Quick Search Template and name it. In this example, it might be Alan's new commercial search. And then I would have exactly what I like to search for in the commercial field. So that's that, but I want to do one more thing. I'm gonna be picky, and I'm gonna go and say I really like my new search template, but I don't like the order it's in. I really like subdivision and new construction to be up higher, maybe near the city. And you know what? I really don't care about property subtype. That's just taking up space, and I don't care about all these levels. It's just taking up a lot of space. So I can actually edit any of these quick search templates. You can't edit it from here. You can create them here with adding fields and clicking the save. But if you want to edit them, you go up here to menu, go down under your preferences. This is where you can modify your views and your profile and things that you want to personalize to yourself. And notice this one that I've got my mouse over is quick search templates. So I'm going to click on that. There is the exact same list of drop-down templates that I had up here in the corner. This is the original residential template that Flex gave us, the original commercial cell template. And look right here, Alan New Resi Search. I have decided that I want to modify this. I could remove it just by clicking on it and hitting remove. I don't like it anymore. I could send it to someone in our MLS. If somebody says, I like your search field that you created, I can say, well, I'll just share it with you. And you click on this right here, a box will come up and you can choose a different office and a different agent and send it to them. But I don't want to do that right now. I just want to edit it. So I'm going to click edit. Here's where I could change the name. Let's say I get sick of it saying Resi and I want it to say residential. I could change that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change property types or anything because that doesn't need to change. This is what I want to change. I hit next, by the way. I don't know if you saw that at the bottom. And this is that laundry list of available fields that we saw on that other screen. This is all bazillion searchable fields. That's why I like doing it, creating it within the quick search menu screen as we had before. This is the list of fields that are in my specific template, the template that I'm working in, right, which is Alan New Resi. And remember I said I didn't care anything about property subtype. I'm going to click that and I'm just going to click remove. Takes it out. Say I didn't want this. I'm going to hold down my command button and I'm actually going to delete all of these. You can do them all at one time. Hit remove. Let's say I think that my new construction, like I said earlier, needs to be moved up. I can do it one at a time, see? Or I can actually hold the command or control button down and select multiples and move them both up at the same time. I'm just going to take these up. It's kind of funny. You gotta like, every time you move it, it kind of moves around the screen, but I'm going to go above city limits. So I've got county, city, new construction, subdivision, and city types. Actually, I want new construction to be below subdivision. There we go. So I've got county, city, subdivision, and then I've got some new construction, yes or no, city limits, yes or no. Then I get to the bedrooms and baths. I kind of like the way that looks a little bit better. So now I've modified my Alan New Resi search. And while I'm in here, if you think of things that you want to add, you can go over here. Now you can add them within the quick search page that we were on earlier or screen. But if I know there's something else here that I'm missing, I could come over here and find it. For instance, garage spaces. This is important. A lot of times people want to know if it's a two-car garage or a three-car garage. So I think I've got garage over here, but it's attached yes or no. I really care more about how many spaces it's got. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to hit add. It's going to throw it over here on the bottom. I want to move it up. Again, you don't have to do any of this stuff. It's all there. I just want it to look a certain way. So now I've got garage, attached garage and garage spaces stacked on top of each other. So at this point, I'm happy with the way this list looks. I'm just going to click save. Now, if I click quick search, it remembers what I was on last, which is my new Resi search. And if you notice, now it's reordered. Subdivision is right here under city. New construction is under that. I got rid of the ones I didn't want. And my garage spaces is right here. So now I can search for 3-car and 3-car. And notice it's already repopulating. There are 22 3-car listings here in our entire system right now for residential. And I can click on those and view them that quick. I can sort them by city if I want to do that. There's so many different ways to view, but once you get it like that, once you get it, what you're looking for, then you can modify what you're actually looking for. Hey, I want bedroom totals. Now that we know we're only looking at we're only looking at 3-car garages, I want to sort it so I can see all of the 4-bed or all of the 3-bed 3-car garages. That's it right there. It's these first top 4. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So these are the 3 cars and the 3 beds. At this point, I selected 4. The original was 22. I can click 4. It'll get rid of all of those others. This is my 3-bed, 3-car garage. Now, if I want to go back to the list, I can click 22 and it takes me back to all of them. If I go back to edit search over here, I can modify this search. And remember, if I didn't want to do it the way I just did it, I could put in 3-car garage and I could put bedroom total 3. That's all we want. And it's going to give me the same 4 results. I can see them on the map and I can click on this and there are the same 4. So I hope that helps. This just allows you to modify and edit these search templates so that they better represent how you like to do business, how you think, how you work. You can get rid of things that aren't necessary and add things that are.